Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the anti-tank Javelin missiles from the United States military. Please remember to like and subscribe. Now let's get right into it. Fact 1. Fire and forget. One of the primary benefits of the Javelin missiles, or Javelin rockets, is that it is a fire and forget weapon. What this means is that when the soldier uses the command launch unit to locate the target, identify the target, and fire off the missile, the soldier can quickly dismount and leave their location and just let the missile guide itself toward the enemy. In the past, other anti-tank weapons require the soldier to continue guide the missile to the tank rather than the fire and forget option of the Javelin, which allows a quick withdrawal from the active engagement area back to safety. The Javelin missile is great for guerrilla style fighting, where you don't directly confront the enemy, but instead attack them from various positions and quickly run away so that they can't fight back. Alright, let's get to the next fact: reusable component. The Javelin missile system is really composed of two main pieces: the command launch unit, or the CLU, and the launch tube, which contains the missile. The CLU is where night vision, target tracking, infrared, all the necessary equipment needed to track the target, whereas the launch tube simply contains the missile. And so you can see in this picture, the soldier could actually detach the missile tube and simply use the CLU to check battlefield conditions, uses infrared or night vision capabilities to look at the various target locations. I think it's pretty incredible that they've made the system so modular, because now if you think about it, you could actually bring less CLU units and more launch tubes with missiles, and when one missile is launched, you simply detach the launch tube and mount the CLU to another one and fire again. This saves a lot of weight for soldiers to carry into the field and avoids unnecessary reusable components, and simply have one CLU for the whole squadron, if you will. Great, let's get into the next fact. Fact 3, 10-year shelf life. As I mentioned in the previous section, the Javelin missile system is mainly the launch tube with the missiles and the CLU. The CLU is really just a bunch of infrared, night vision equipment, tracking equipment, and so forth, so it doesn't go bad. They're just electronics. On the other hand, inside the launch tube is the missile, and the missile itself does go bad, and the missile has a 10-year shelf life. Why, you may ask? Well, number one, it is a missile, and therefore there are chemical propellants inside. The Javelin missiles happen to be solid fueled, and there's also explosive charges inside the launch tube to propel the rocket into the air before the propulsion system kicks in and fires toward the enemy target at high speeds. In the Javelin user manual, it clearly states that the launch tube assembly, along with the missile inside, has a shelf life of 10 years in storage. And so the soldiers must take careful inventory of their ammunition, of their Javelin missile tube systems, because you wouldn't want to fire a missile that has the chemical propellants expired. It may cause unnecessary damage or render the missile inoperable, and if you were in a combat situation, that would not be a good situation to be in. Alright, next fact, 2 modes. The Javelin missile has 2 modes of automatic guidance to the target. The first and default mode is a top-down launch configuration. What this means is that once the soldier using the CLU has locked on the target and fires, the missile actually flies upwards first. It flies upwards to a certain point and then descends down toward the enemy target. This is designed to especially hit tanks at its most vulnerable location, which is the top, because the tank armors are generally reinforced from the side, front, and back, leaving the top relatively less armored because there's hatches and other personnel openings. And so the default mode for the Javelin missile is to fly upwards first and then come back down from the top to the enemy target. The other mode is called the direct attack mode, and it's relatively simple. The direct attack mode simply makes the missile fly directly toward the enemy target in a straight line. There is no going up or down, and fires in a line directly toward the target. Now let's get to the next and final fact. Fact 5. Widely used. As I mentioned, the Javelin missile system was created by the US military, and the US military is the first operator of Javelin anti-tank missiles. However, because of its incredible powerful usage, especially the fire and forget option where the soldiers could ambush large tank convoys with relative ease, many different countries and operators have secured this weapon system and are incorporating them into their militaries. Here is a global map of all the militaries around the world that is currently actively using the Javelin missile system. You can see the United States has not been shy about exporting this to other countries. In fact, I think any country that is pro-Western or on good terms with the United States can probably get it if they ask for it. I don't think there's any countries, except obviously Russia or other terrorist states, will be denied the right to purchase the Javelin missile system. It is one of the most effective anti-tank missile technology currently available, and so many countries looking to defend itself against large convoys of tanks would definitely like to get their hands on this. Alright, that's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.